We're live. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us for this month's asTech Industry Pulse, where we will be going over exclusive SEMA product preview. My name is Bryce. I'm our Senior Marketing Manager here at asTech. I'm with our experts, Nikki VanderSchaaff, Vice President of Product Engineering, and Michael Edgar, our Chief Engineer. They're going to walk you through Generation 3 and Connected Calibrations ahead of their debut at SEMA next week. We will wrap this up with a Q&A session at the end. Feel free to leave your questions at the chat above. And with that, I will let our experts take it away.
Great. Thank you, Bryce, and thank all of you for being here with us today at the exciting countdown to SEMA next week. We are very excited. Have with me here Michael Edgar. We got him away from testing at a car. So this is a rare instance where you get to see Michael here in the office with us. And Michael, you know, the Gen 3, super exciting. We've been talking about it for a while. I'd love to have you tell everyone what it's all about.
Absolutely. So just kind of what got us here. It's hard to believe the Gen 2 is going on 10 years of operation. We've completed well over 10 million remote OEM scans. It's given us plenty of opportunity to hear what the customers think of our products, given us plenty of feedback opportunities. We get the simple, dependable, and reliable, but we also have, you know, the concerns about some of the things are difficult to switch Wi-Fi. So we tried to make our next generation product more insightful and more intuitive for the customers to use. So with that, we could just show it to you. So introducing the Gen 3. Very proud of the work that our teams put into it. First, the major pain point that we heard from almost every customer is it's difficult on the Gen 2 to switch Wi-Fi. It's very straightforward if you're staying in the shop, but we needed something that was a bit more intuitive for them. And as dynamic calibrations are a thing, or devices have to switch between shops, we wanted to make sure that it was easy for them to use and easy to get it online. Another great feature is there's absolutely no new setup. So existing Gen 2 customers with all the firewall and network settings that have to be done. Same thing continue on through with the Gen 3. So kind of just works right out of the box. If you want to do wired Ethernet, just simple Wi-Fi configuration to get it going if it's new. Connectivity is another one that was really focused on to make sure that, you know, given any type of scanning opportunity, any shop that we have, whatever interfaces are available for the customer to get our devices online. So upgraded everything to gigabit Ethernet for the wired, 2.4 and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, multiple in, multiple out for high throughput, low latency, and a USB 3.0 super speed support for adding external network equipment for as things sort of progress and technology improves. OBD2 coverage, we've plugged the only gap that the Gen 2 had. We added 2 of our CAN-FD interfaces, which then leveraging what we've already had just builds off of that, and we basically have a equivalent or better coverage for car park than we do with the Gen 2 with the Gen 3. Just a quick sort of overview. Again, more information can be found at SEMA. They'll be there for everybody to see. But just sort of the highlights of the user interface. We took the Connect app and sort of based our user interface from that, and sort of a Connect inspired UI that gives the customers basically information they need at a glance so that they can see what is going on with their scans. So the Wi-Fi was a major concern because like I said, the shops, just the devices move around. You need to do dynamic calibration. So our Wi-Fi screen shows your currently connected network, shows the available networks, and all of the configurations and changes are done on the device. No more having to get a USB drive, no more configuring the computer. It's just ready to go. Existing customers, like I said, the network connections are the same. But if you're a new customer or you're just starting with the Gen 3, we did add a connection status page to where it shows every step of the connection process for our device. So if there are troubles or if there is some networking or IT related things that have to happen, we should be able to identify exactly where the problem is, or show you exactly when it's all ready to go and the entire process connects through. And on those times when you do have to get your IT team involved, the more technically inclined, there is a network status page where it shows you the details about the interface. You're using MAC addresses for filtering and things like that. We've got a few devices in the field. Been doing our beta testing, I think, since it was March this year, and we've gotten well over 25,000 scans completed. So that we know when we release it to the release it now that we've gotten all the things straightened out, and it's performing as good or better than the Gen 2. So really excited about it. There's a lot of sort of engineering features that I don't need to bore everybody with, but it's been a really fun project, the past couple of years to figure out exactly how we can hit the ground running and have our customers transition from the Gen 2 straight over to the Gen 3.
No, that's awesome. And for me, one of the things I love about this with all the testing that I've done with Gen 2s through the years, you notice no antennas and it fits right in the cup holder. So
That's right.
I love that. Not having to worry about where to set the Gen 2 when I'm out testing the vehicle. Really great design in this. So definitely come by and check this out. This is super exciting and excellent work on that. All right, so let's talk about connected calibration. So first off, I want to talk about why did we do this, right? That's always an important part of every story. So over the past several years, just working with our customers and understanding their pain points, and as vehicles are becoming more complex, obviously the repairs are as well. In talking through this with them and trying to understand, what really pains them is just not being able to really connect everything. You have your ADAS sync report, right? ADAS sync gets generated as the estimates get created, as the estimates get updated. So we're pumping out that ADAS sync report. It's going off to the estimators, so they have that. But then you have your car side tech, right? Has a Gen 3 over here plugged in car side. And when he goes to submit, he doesn't have the full picture. He may not know how much time he's having to spend at the car. Maybe all of those calibrations are not ordered for him. So what we've done is connecting all of that for our estimators, and we're going to go ahead and we'll walk you through some of it. Always love to tell a little bit of a story about it. So a few months ago, we were talking with one of our customers and threw this idea out and said, hey, what do you think? This is where we want to go. This is what we want the SEMA deliverable to be. And talked through some ideas, gave us some great feedback. We went off with the team, started really designing it, working with the product team and engineering, starting to build it out. And then we invited this customer to come back into our headquarters here in Plano. And we said, okay, here's where we're going. What do you think? And we started to walk through the screens and demo it. And he goes, okay, well, what about this? I said, actually, we have that case covered. Go a little bit more. What about this? We have that case covered too. And at the end said, what's your feedback? And he said, you nailed it. Which is super exciting for us to walk in. This product is in beta and has been in beta for a couple weeks. So want to talk through a little bit more with you. So first off, the value prop, and this is really powerful. And I'm not somebody who likes to read a slide, but this is important. Connected Calibrations streamlines ADAS calibration management by providing end-to-end visibility, automation, and actionable insights throughout the vehicle repair lifecycle. So just think about that and think about what that means to your shops. A couple of the key benefits that you're going to see from this. Number one, safe and proper repair. We all want the vehicles to be completed properly when they go back to the customer. You have the indemnification confidence with us, increasing your revenue, your centralized tracking. You have the real-time updates and the dashboard that's going to take you through. So the bottom line, this product is going to help shops save time, capture more revenue, and improve your repair quality, all while maintaining clear communication and visibility. So let's dive in a little bit deeper. So here we're going to talk about the workflow. Vehicle gets in an accident, right? It's going to show up on your doorstep. You're going to take it in. First thing you're going to do is start looking at that and writing the estimate. As you're writing the estimate, when you're hooked up with our ADAS Sync product, again, we're going to start generating those ADAS Sync requirements over to you. So every time that estimate gets updated, we'll send you a new ADAS Sync report if any of those have changed. Once you've determined that that vehicle is going to be a repair order, that's when it really counts and when you really want to start tracking it through this repair life cycle. Vehicle's going to get repaired, calibrations are performed, and now here's where this important piece comes in, where we're going to be watching for those missing calibrations and able to notify you in real time. You're going to have a live dashboard being able to track it to make sure that all of those calibrations are completed before that post scan is done and it gets delivered back to the customer. So there's two main pieces to this that we're going to talk about. So the first piece here is going to be the asTech integrated submission form. Now this was released a few weeks ago and it is available to all asTech customers today. And what we've done, if you're an asTech customer, when you go into to request a calibration, the asTech required results are in there for you. So again, you think about the carside technician who doesn't have the visibility to that asTech report. So when they go ahead and they plug in and they pull up the submission form, now they're going to see this. It's going to be right there for them. They can see if there are still any potential operations that we need a little more information to finalize those results. And then they're going to have all of the asTech required ADAS calibrations identified right there, pre-selected for your ease. Now, if for any reason you don't want to perform one of those required calibrations at that time, they can go ahead and uncheck that and submit it through to our technicians. Now, if for all users out there, you can go into your profile and you can now set up notifications. So estimators, if you want to know when one of your vehicles went through and did not have all of the calibrations required, you just go into that user profile and you can set up those notifications to you. So once that work is complete, it's going to send you an in-app notification with inside of Connect. It'll also send you an email, and on that real-time dashboard, it's going to show you that you're missing the calibrations. Shop managers, you can set this up for all of the estimators in there so that you can track and making sure that those are getting done. So again, that feature right there, available today and available to all customers. The piece of Connected Calibrations that comes with this is the real-time dashboard. So again, when you're in here and you're going through the repair process, it's going to show up here on the dashboard. So we're going to call out anytime that there are potential operations, because sometimes asTech needs a little more information to be able to confirm the final required calibrations on it. Any that are open. So those are the vehicles that are going through the repair life cycle, but they're not ready yet for the calibrations. Those that are missing, the ones we just talked about, right? Where you've started to do some of the calibrations, but not all of them have been completed. And then finally, the ones that are all done and have made it through the process. So you're going to be able to track all of those in real time. Estimators, you can go ahead and filter these down. So you're just looking at your own dashboard. And then again, shop managers, you're going to be able to have a whole view of your entire shop. So this is out there. Beta test, like I said, we started a little over 2 weeks ago. The results have been great so far, and we actually just released our first feature enhancement last night. That came from some of our beta testers. So 2 weeks in, and we already have a new feature on it. But if you want to learn more, you got to come see us at SEMA next week.
Yes, thank you all so much for going over those products with us. We're thrilled to officially launch these next week at SEMA. As we expand our footprint in repair technology software, we continue to grow the Repairify connected ecosystem. That brings even more innovation to you and the industry. Again, these are just 2 products that we are launching. Trying to go to the next slide. We do have, we invite you to join us with a week of activities at SEMA. Our first thing that you can register for is our press conference. That is November 5th, 9:30 to 9:50 a.m. Nikki will be there along with our Chief Transformation Officer, where they will go over what y'all just learned in this webinar, as well as talk about some other featured products and some products that will be launching early next year that we are very excited to talk about. We also have hospitality in our booth all day Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday morning. RSVP is suggested, so make sure you secure your spot for those activities. We're excited to meet you guys in person. And the next thing, if you want to get your hands on these products, get to know them more, we invite you to schedule a demo with our sales team. Be sure to RSVP prior to SEMA to receive an exclusive gift there. To learn more about our time at SEMA, we have a link below, but definitely feel free to register and we look forward to seeing you. But with that, we will move into our Q&A. So let's see. Michael, our first question is for you.
Okay.
Is cellular available for the Generation 3?
We did not include cellular, with the primary reason being when we did the Gen 2 design, 3G was the greatest thing in the nation. So to keep the Gen 3 viable and in use for the next 10 years, we opted to not include it. Also lets the shop pick their provider that's best for their area. Verizon's better in some areas, but AT&T, and we don't want to lock the device down to just one carrier. That's where the USB 3.0 comes in. You can do the Wi-Fi hotspot like we have there with the Gen 2, or you can directly connect it via the USB and do the tethering. And the benefit of that is if you're out doing calibrations and it's a long day, we get to charge your hotspot all day while you're using it. So it's not included, but easily added to the device.
Great. And the next question goes to you as well.
Oh, okay.
Popular.
I know.
How do you switch between the different network interfaces?
With the Gen 3 part, the engineer doesn't get out a lot. So, first two questions are right out of the gate. It's a priority-based scheme. There is no necessary input from the user. If you're configured for Wi-Fi and you want to go to a lower latency connection, you plug in the network cable. The device will notice you plugged in Ethernet and do the transition for you. If you need to take it off of Ethernet and you want to go back to Wi-Fi, you just simply unplug the cable. Kind of my rule of thumb is the harder it is to connect, the higher priority it is to do. So if you've gone through the effort to plug in the hotspot via the USB, that's the one that we're going to use. And it's really, the device figures out from what you have plugged in.
Great. Nikki, this one is for you. Can I get Connected Calibrations if I'm not an asTech customer?
No. So you do need to have the asTech product with us in order for the Connected Calibrations to fully work. But please make sure to come see us at SEMA for specials on this.
Michael, this one's for you, a little long. What does the Gen 3 launch mean for existing Gen 2 customers? Will they need to upgrade or purchase a new device? And will Gen 2 continue to receive updates and support?
Gen 2 will continue to have updates and support. We've taught the Gen 2 many tricks over the past 10 years, and we will continue to keep adding to it. We do have the CAN-FD gap on the Gen 2, so customers that are really or that have a high number of CAN-FD vehicles would see a great benefit from that. But it's really our platform that we want to build from for the next 10 years of operation. So I would recommend. I love it. I'm a little biased on that one, but yeah.
Thank you. Nikki, what kind of reporting will be available to support the data collected regarding missed calibrations outside of the dashboard?
Great question. So yes, as we've launched the Connected Calibrations dashboard, so again, you can go in and see everything in real time. We are working closely with the data team so that we're going to have reporting that is available out to customers as well. And that will be able to dive in deeper at that, not only at the shop level, down to the estimator. So that'll be good for shops. That'll be good for the multi-service operations where you're going to be able to see all of that. So that reporting is coming.
Great. I also want to remind everyone that the Q&A is available if y'all want to continue submitting questions. Let's see. Next question is for Nikki. Who benefits the most from the use of Connected Calibrations at the shop?
Good question. Actually, I think everybody does. Down to the car side technician. right, with the new ADAS Sync submission form that's fully integrated. They're going to benefit from it, from being able to see everything that's required when they go to submit, understanding how much time that they need to dedicate at that moment to making sure that all of the calibrations are completed. Estimators, this is a tool that we built for you. This is your dashboard so that you can go in and monitor all of your ADAS Sync reports, before they become a repair order, when they become a repair order, and watching them through that life cycle. Shop managers, it gives you a great overview, understanding, and making sure that you are getting all of the calibrations completed at your facility. So really, I think it's a win for everybody.
Yes. So this goes to both of y'all, but Michael, I'll start with you. What makes these launches stand out from anything asTech's released before?
From an engineering standpoint, with the Gen 3, it's just been it's a fun challenge. Automotive, it's no longer a car with a few computers. They're computers that move and drive down the road.
Mm-hmm.
So having a solution and finding the solutions that best enable our customers to do the remote OEM scans is really it's, I won't say satisfying, but when you solve a problem and you get something to work that it's been sort of a problem for a while, it's very exciting, and being able to finally launch the Gen 3 and have it out for customers is, I think, just a big win for everyone.
And for Connected Calibrations, and just what you're going to see coming out from the product team is just our new our reinforced dedication to our customer, and that's through our Voice of the Customer initiative that you've heard us talk about, in really listening to the customer and making sure that the solutions that we're building is what they need.
Great. Okay, our last question is to you, Nikki. How does Connected Calibrations integrate within the larger Repairify ecosystem?
So getting Connected Calibrations, super easy. If you're already an ADAS Sync customer, go ahead and reach out to your account manager, let them know that you're interested. It's really easy for us to just flip it on. It's just a push of a button where we can go ahead and enable that for you. If you're not an ADAS Sync customer yet, now is the time. Just again, reaching out to your account manager, letting them know that you are interested in both of these products, and they will get you set up and ready to go.
Great. Thank you all so much for your time. We do have a QR code if you'd like to contact us with anything. We appreciate your time today as well, and invite you to join us at SEMA next week and at the next asTech Industry Pulse. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.